Hi, I've got 75 challenging quiz questions for you, and for this one, I've included a wide variety of questions to make it super interesting. And rather than commenting with your score like we normally do, for this one, let me know which question you enjoyed the most, or maybe which one you learned something new on. So if you're ready, let's play the quiz. What name is given to the thread mussels use to attach themselves to rocks? Is it a fringe, beard, or moustache? The answer is beard. What goes before albatross for the bird with the largest wingspan? Wandering, roaming, or meandering? That would be a wandering albatross. What are the famous diving women of Japan called? Are they Ama, Koko, or Kabuki divers? They are armour divers. When is it most likely to see St. Elmo's fire? During a solar eclipse, earthquakes, or thunderstorms? That's most likely during thunderstorms. What is a glassy coating on ceramics called? Varnish, enamel, or glaze? That is glaze. Which muscle separates the chest cavity from the abdominal cavity? Deltoid, trapezius, or diaphragm? The correct choice there, the diaphragm. Which of these famous buildings does not have a dome? St. Peter's Basilica, the Parthenon, or Hagia Sophia? The one without a dome is the Parthenon. What colour is the E in the eBay logo? Is it green, red, or blue? It is red. Sevastopol in Crimea is a major port and naval base on which sea? The Black, Caspian, or Mediterranean? That is on the Black Sea. The Shelby Cobra was built using the chassis of which British car? The AC Ace, Lotus Elan, or Jaguar E-Type? And that was built on the AC Ace. Which Billy Joel song covers a long list of events between 1949 and 89? The Longest Time, Piano Man, or We Didn't Start the Fire? And my favourite line from this song is Space Monkey Mafia in We Didn't Start the Fire. What is the main purpose of ballast on a ship? Is it to provide stability, provide flotation, or improve speed? And the main purpose is to provide stability. What is the gel-like substance that fills the inside of a cell? Is it plasma, cytoplasm, or hemoglobin? And it is cytoplasm. In ballet, what does sauté refer to? Lifts, spins, or jumps? That is jumps. Which of these countries in Southeast Asia is landlocked? Malaysia, Cambodia, or Laos? One with no coast is Laos. One astronomical unit is the average distance between the Sun and what? The Earth, Proxima Centauri, or Neptune? That's the distance between the Sun and Earth. Who composed water music? Mozart, Handel, or Vivaldi? The answer there is Handel. What part of the human eye is stored in an eye bank? The cornea, iris, or retina? The correct choice there, cornea. Trinitrotoluene is primarily used as what? A medicine, high explosive, or rocket fuel? And that's not an easy word to say, so it's no wonder they shortened it to the high explosive TNT. What is East Bengal called now? Is that Pakistan, Bangladesh or Myanmar? That's now called Bangladesh. Where is the world's tallest elevator? In the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, a cliff in China, or a gold mine in South Africa? It's in a gold mine in South Africa. Which blood cells clump together to form clots? The white, red or platelets? The answer, the platelets. What type of animal is a bearded dragon? Is it a bird, fish or lizard? It is a lizard. In which decade did aircraft become the dominant mode of transatlantic passenger transport? The 50s, 60s or 70s? It took over from ships in the 50s. Who was the ingenious gentleman of La Mancha? Was that Don Quixote, the Count of Monte Cristo or Huckleberry Finn? That is Don Quixote. In which city is the skyscraper known as the Chrysler Building? Chicago, New York City or Seattle? That's in New York City. Robert Francis Prevost is better known as who? Pope Leo XIV, Robert De Niro or Captain Marvel? And he is Pope Leo XIV. Which element is the most effective element for absorbing X-rays and gamma rays? Would that be silver, gold or lead? That would be lead. O Fortuna from Carmina Burana was used in which aftershave commercials? Calvin Klein, Brute or Old Spice? That was Old Spice. Which of these is not a rank only used during war times? Major General, Fleet Admiral or Field Marshal? And the one that's not just for war times is Major General. Can alligators and crocodiles interbreed? Yes or no? The answer? No, they can't. What was Sir Frank Whittle famous for? The jet engine, dynamite or steam power? The answer, the jet engine. What nationality was Everest conqueror Sir Edmund Hillary? Was he British, a New Zealander or Canadian? And he was a New Zealander. What's the length of an Olympic swimming pool? 50, 25 or 100 metres? The answer is 50 metres. What month is National German Chocolate Cake Day? Is that in December, June or March? That is in June. A necropolis is a large ancient what? Temple, cemetery or fort? That is a cemetery. An electroencephalogram measures the electrical activity of which organ? Heart, brain or liver? The answer is the brain. Brick Lane, famous for its curry houses, is in which city? Sydney, Los Angeles or London? That's in London. Smartism is a branch of which religion? Judaism, Christianity or Hinduism? That is a branch of Hinduism. In which country is the Pravda newspaper printed? Ireland, Denmark or Russia? That's in Russia. Which decade did sitcom The Big Bang Theory start? The 2000s, 1990s or 1980s? Started in the 2000s. Mononucleosis is also known as what fever? Glandular, dengue or yellow? The answer we're looking for there is glandular fever. Movie The Shawshank Redemption is set in which? A prison, a war or a spacecraft? That is set in a prison. On a Windows computer, what does the Ctrl and V shortcut do? It copies, pastes or cuts? The answer, it pastes. Who was assassinated in '68 while standing on a balcony at the Lorraine Motel, Memphis, Tennessee? Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr. or Lee Harvey Oswald? The answer, Martin Luther King Jr. What type of vehicle is an Indian chief dark horse? A motorcycle, car or helicopter? That is a motorcycle. Lake Titicaca straddles the border between Bolivia and where? Is it Brazil, Peru or Paraguay? The answer is Peru. Which of these is not true about scorpions? They glow in UV light, they lay eggs, or they existed before the dinosaurs? The one that's not true, they lay eggs. Dr. John H. Watson appears in which book series? Percy Jackson, Sherlock Holmes, or The Chronicles of Narnia? And he is the sidekick of Sherlock Holmes. Lou Bega sang about Mambo number what? 5, 7 or 3? That is Mambo number 5. Deimos and Phobos are moons of which planet? Jupiter, Saturn or Mars? And they are the 2 moons of Mars. What colour is petroleum-derived pitch? Is it red, brown or black? It is pitch black. Which country is entirely surrounded by South Africa? Is that Namibia, Eswatini or Lesotho? That is Lesotho. How many meals per day are eaten on the OMAD diet? 1, 2 or 3? That is 1 meal a day. Ray Charles is best known for playing which instrument? The saxophone, guitar or piano? He's best known for playing the piano. Which UK city is renowned for its Roman thermae? Liverpool, Birmingham or Bath? The answer is Bath. In the wine world, what does corked mean? Bits of cork in the bottle, the cork has been removed, or the wine is tainted? That is, the wine is tainted. What kind of rock is serpentine or serpentine? Metamorphic, igneous or sedimentary? It is metamorphic. According to Christian tradition, who requested to be crucified upside down? Judas, St. Peter or Matthias? It was St. Peter. Which mythology features trolls? Greek, Norse or Egyptian? They are featured in Norse mythology. What nickname is Yugoslav dictator Josip Broz better known by? Tito, Papa or Nicky? The answer is Tito. What medium was Thomas Chippendale famous for working with? Wood, stone or oil paint? The answer is wood. What are the coloured balls on power lines for? Storm protection, visibility to aircraft or power storage? And they are for visibility to aircraft. Which is a flatfish with distinctive orange spots? A sea bream, plaice or pollock? That would be a plaice. In Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, how old is Juliet? Is she 13, 18 or 21? And she's just 13. Which of these has the highest smoke point? Butter, extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil? The highest smoke point is avocado oil. Which car company is associated with the Spirit of Ecstasy mascot? Maserati, Bugatti or Rolls-Royce? And that can be found on the front of a Rolls-Royce. Which ship damaged in 1911 was rumoured to have been switched with the Titanic? The Olympic, Britannic or Lusitania? It was rumoured they switched the Olympic. What type of animal is a marmot? Is it a rodent, cat or dog? It is a rodent. Queso is the Spanish word for which food? Cheese, ham or tomato? The answer is cheese. Dizygotic twins are also known as which? Fraternal, identical or maternal twins? They are fraternal twins. Voiced by Ben Stiller, what animal is Alex in the movie Madagascar? A lemur, hippo or lion? He is a lion. What type of radiation does sunscreen help to protect you from? Infrared, ultraviolet or gamma? The answer, ultraviolet. Who flew too close to the sun in Greek mythology? Apollo, Icarus or Pandora? That was Icarus. Czech garnets, a national gem, are which colour? Are they red, blue or yellow? And garnets can be many colours, but these are red. Okay, so let me know which question you enjoyed the most or learned something new on in the comments down below. You can also share your score if you like. Thank you to everybody who's joined my channel membership. If you're interested in that, I've put a link in the description down below. Thank you for watching, and YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this quiz next.